Most games have a tutorial, but Minecraft doesn't, despite being the most popular game in the world. In order to understand how to do almost anything in Minecraft, you have to look up a tutorial for it. If you don't do this, you'll be completely clueless on how to get to the nether, get diamonds, or even punch a tree. But believe it or not, Minecraft being terrible at teaching you how to play is actually why it's so popular. Think of when you first start Minecraft. Most people might think of logging onto a brand new survival world and, well, what now? Without looking up a tutorial or even using the internet at all, how would you possibly know what to do? Keep in mind that you're completely clueless. I mean, you don't even know how to punch a tree or battle a zombie or even enter interdimensional portals. You don't even know what redstone is or how minecarts work or how to tame animals. You're completely new. No tutorial, no outside influence. So what do you do at the very start of the game? Most of us wouldn't be able to answer that question. Not because we're dumb or inexperienced, but because we've never been in that scenario before. Because of the type of game that Minecraft is, I can say with confidence that most of us didn't find out about the game by ourselves or by advertisement. Instead, you most likely did through social media. There are two ways this can happen. The first one is that you buy the game for the first time, realize that you don't know how to do anything, and look up a tutorial. The second one is that you find out about the game through something like a YouTube video, and by the time you boot up the game for the first time, you already know how to do stuff. Both sequences of events lead to the same outcome, just in a different order. You know how to play Minecraft because someone else told you how to do it through social media. You can also find out about the stuff through in-person word of mouth, like from your friends, but if you're sat inside watching YouTube all day, chances are you have no in-person friends. Anyway, when a video like this gets engagement from you, it tells YouTube that this is a good video, so it sends it to more people, and those people tell YouTube that it's still a good video, so YouTube sends it to even more people, and before you know it, the video has millions of views. This cycle doesn't have a specific name yet, so I'll just call it the Maft-Crine cycle. You don't know how to play Minecraft, so you watch a video on it. Then YouTube sends that video to more people, so they buy the game and learn how to play the game through that video, and the cycle repeats. Yes, I am saying that Minecraft wouldn't be as popular as it is today if it greatly communicated to the player on how to do things. Of course, if it did that, then the YouTube video would never have even had to be published, and even if it was, no one would really need to watch it, because the game already does it for them. Of course, YouTube isn't just for tutorials. You can also watch other types of content, like commentaries, SMP videos, music videos, and others that don't rely on you being ignorant of how the game works. But this is definitely a strength that Minecraft has that not many other games share. And if someone doesn't know how to play the game, doesn't look up a tutorial, and records themselves doing a blind let's play, then that's yet another way the game can get social media engagement that's caused by its lack of communication on how to play it. Now, this is how YouTube engagement works when combined with a sandbox video game, but it's not the entire story. While the Maft-Crine cycle plays a big part in this, a second factor is uniqueness. This point is actually talking about two kinds of uniqueness. The general uniqueness of the game, because let's be honest, Minecraft is quite possibly the most unique game ever made, and the second type of uniqueness, the communication of the game. As I said before, most games have a built-in tutorial, and when a player follows said tutorial, they learn how to play the game just as the developers had intended it. Keyword most. This isn't how all games function. Now, don't get me wrong, Minecraft isn't the only game that doesn't have a tutorial. There's many games that also don't, but this, combined with the general uniqueness of the game, is why it's so popular. I said that Minecraft is the most unique game ever, but what do I exactly mean by that? Well, let's start with this. Most games aren't sandboxes. Most games don't give the player 100% full control of everything, and to top it all off, most games aren't made of cubes. Sure, they might be made out of pixels, but popular voxel games are rare, and the games that most people play right now, excluding Minecraft of course, don't really use voxels at all. Oh yeah, and if you don't know what a voxel is, it's basically a 3D pixel. Like, at first glance, this looks like it's just a pixel, but when looking at it from another angle, it's revealed as a voxel, because it's a pixel with 3 dimensions. Anyway, back on topic. Most games nowadays don't use voxels at all. Surprisingly, a number of them try to use realism, which I'll never understand why, but the point is that they don't use cubes. And as we all know, Minecraft's entire identity is cubes. If someone has only ever played Minecraft and has never played any other pixelated game, if they look at any pixel art, they'll be reminded of Minecraft. Minecraft's uniqueness also comes from its complete creative freedom. You can literally do whatever you want, with your imagination being the limit, which may sound corny, but it is true. And on top of that, it's multiple games packaged into one, perhaps infinite games. Do you want to have a cozy survival series or a chaotic PvP match? Do you want to play by your own rules or the rules of someone else? Do you want to build or survive? Now, these questions are funny because none of them are simply one or another. Well, they can be if you want them to, but they can also be neither or both. If you want, you can have a cozy survival series, and every now and and then participate in player versus player, for example. What I'm saying is that it's all the player's choice what they do. The game doesn't force them to do anything. Earlier in the video, I said that most games give a tutorial based on how the developers intend for you to beat the game. But that's actually the opposite for Minecraft. The developers at Mojang actually want you to mess around with their game in ways they didn't expect. Here, let me give you an example. If you've been playing the game for a few months, back in September, you remember when the Copper Age released for 1.21.9. Now, even though it was mainly for Copper, there was one addition that stood out from the rest. Among the Copper tools and the Copper armor and the Copper golems and the Copper lanterns, etc., there were shelves. No, these weren't Copper shelves. Instead, they were shelves made out of wood. Of course, like normal shelves, Mojang thought that players would use them in a normal way, like displaying their items, possibly as trophies. But about 90% of shelves were used in completely different ways. Because of how they were coded by Mojang, you also had the option to swap out your entire hotbar with these shelves, which was useful for PvP. You also had the option to display text by using banners with the shelves, making it a vanilla-friendly way of displaying 3 letters per block. You also had the option to use these shelves to smooth out doorways and make it look like you were using vertical slabs, a feature that Mojang confirmed they would never add. You also had the option to make a secret door making use of redstone comparators that detect how many items are on the shelf, then open something. You also had the option to make many more things that the developers had never even started thinking about. This is one of the countless ways that the Minecraft community does things in a way that Mojang would have never expected. To name a few other basic ones, when Mojang gave us stairs, people repurposed them as chairs. When Mojang gave us maps, people repurposed them as blank canvases. And when Mojang gave us lemons, we didn't make lemonade, because Mojang never gave us lemons. But you can make your own lemons through a resource pack or mod. Oh yeah, and did I mention that? Mods. Unlike most other games, Minecraft has a huge modding scene that actually makes you a minority if you play Java Edition without them. Personally, my go-to mods are Flashback, Sodium, and Essential. And those aren't even game-breaking mods that introduce new stuff. If you want, you can install a mod that implements features that Mojang said that they would never add, like vertical slabs and dyeable wood. You can also download mods that implement things that are completely original, like the Aether, or Create, or the Twilight Forest, or RLCraft. If you're chasing the feeling of being a kid again and the thrill of not knowing how to play the game, then mods like that are for you. Making this video has kind of made me realize how do-it-yourself, or DIY Minecraft is. No instruction manual unless you look up one. No inherent way to play, you just do it, with all the customization that you want. Of course, most people play the game with default settings, because they're boring. But hey, you know what's not boring? My videos! If you click this video, you'll see 15 more things that divide the Minecraft community. And right next to that is another video that you might enjoy. And right below that is the like button, subscribe button, and share button, and the hype button. Anyway, thanks for watching this UIT Minecraft video, Galatians 6:7, and until next time, undefeatable army.